After 27 years of training, my feedback on how to end the fight in 5 seconds is to master your ego. Don't be controlled by it. Don't feed into it. So the easiest way to end the fight, in my eyes, is just to say, hey, I'm sorry, my bad, I don't want any problems. So you see how quick it was for me just to say that? That pretty much disarms the person's anger. Whatever the person's angry at, you might have, been in traffic, you cut the person off and the guy's ready to fight you, or he's yelling at you, whatever the case may be. You might have unintentionally done something, you might have said something that got somebody angry. Anything that you start, and then somebody gets angry and they start confronting you, they want to fight you, all you gotta say is, hey, I'm sorry, my bad, or, I don't want any problems. My bad is like more street slang for people that, depending on who you're talking to, I'm sorry is just basic common language for everybody that people should understand. And, saying that I don't want any problems, it pretty much disarms the person immediately. If the other person is the one who's aggravating the situation, then the easiest thing to do is just to ignore it, to basically go on about your way, to just not let it get to you. So when people bring you negative energy, just ignore it. Don't let it get to you and move on. But if you mess up, or you unintentionally do something, or somebody took something the wrong way because you said something, then hey, all you gotta do is say you're sorry and that you don't want any problems. So take, for example, the videos that I make. Sometimes people make videos talking trash about me, but I don't watch it, so that already, that's pretty much ignoring it, and then I don't let it get to me. Now, there's some things that I say that are offensive, and people take offense and they get really angry, and some people might show up at the door really angry at me. Well, all I gotta say is, hey, I'm sorry, my bad, I don't want any problems. That already disarms the person, and there's nothing, they can't fight with you. They basically can't fight with somebody who's not willing to engage in that fight. So it's a psychological thing, it's a spiritual thing, a meditation thing. It takes a lot of time to develop that part, and it's a very important part in the martial arts. As you keep training, you'll start to realize that. And all these techniques that people show you, and pulling out a gun and pulling out a knife, I mean, that's just, that stuff is, it just leads to more violence. It leads to early death. It leads to a lot of pain and suffering. The most practical way is just to control your ego and know when to fight, when not to, and how to deal with the situation. A lot of times people are fighting over pride, respect, or whatever the case may be. A lot of people out there don't have anything to lose. They go in and out of jail, they might be homeless, and it's cold out there, it's like below zero. They don't care if they go to jail. They're willing to hurt you or do whatever to you. Just give them a reason to. But when you got a family, you got a job, you just graduated college, and you got the future ahead of you, you have a lot more to lose. So there is no benefit for you to go to jail, because it's gonna disrupt your entire flow of life. So when somebody comes to you that has nothing to lose, and they're challenging you to fight, the most intelligent thing to do is just to let them win that ego trip, because that ego is so important to them, but it's not important to you. You know how to let it go, and that's how you let it go. You just basically say, I'm sorry, I don't want any problems, and that right there should resolve the conflict and get them to back off. So that's my real advice for people out there that that just want to stay safe and healthy.